fantastic to be back in Thailand, and I'd like to thank the organizer for giving the opportunity here to present the topic close to my heart. I'm very involved in Thailand's potential of holding major gaming and esports events. My name is Mathias Kuepper. I'm the Vice President Asia Pacific for Köln Messe. Köln Messe is one of the largest trade fair and conference organizers, headquartered in Germany, and among others, we are hosting and organizing the world's largest gaming festival, Gamescom, which is happening every year in Cologne in Germany, and as you will see in the end, is coming to Thailand as well now. So thanks for joining me today while we explore together a bit of the impact of hosting such a major event here in Thailand. For context, in a nutshell, it is important to say no one can afford to ignore gaming. Gaming is no longer just a pastime, it's a cultural and economic force. The global revenue of gaming is over $200 billion, which is larger than film and music combined. In fact, it is more than double of what film and music generate in revenue. And this is revenue which comes from spent on PC, on console, on mobile games. But the business behind gaming is so much bigger. So this 200 billion is just basically the consumer spend. But it does not include the hardware, the consoles, the mobile phones, the B2B services, everything you need to create a game. It also does not include advertising and sponsorship. And this is something which is very important for esports, for example. Looking at a bit of a difference with the esport and gaming, I think it's important to understand this before we go further. Gaming is a very broad activity of playing video games. And you can do it on a PC, you can do it on a mobile phone, you can do it on a console. So you can think a little bit of it like taking a football and playing in your home, in your backyard, alone or with friends. Everybody can do it, you just need a football basically. But esport is the professional, the competitive side. So organized tournaments, teams, sponsorships, massive audiences, online, and of course also in stadium. So you can think of it a little like playing in the Premier League or playing in a World Cup. So very different from gaming, which is for everyone. But in fact, it's the same activity. So esport is part of gaming, a subset of gaming, but gaming is so much more than esport. How about the situation in Thailand? I may assume a lot of you play games as well. Maybe just on your mobile, but it all counts as gaming. So Thailand has a population of a bit more than 70 million people, and nearly half of them are actually gamers. And most of them are under 30. So the core demographic for gamers is between 16 and 35, slightly more male than female, but it's not restricted. You see gamers 40s, 50s and the 60s, so there's no age limit to gaming. So when I say gamers, it's probably not only the people you had in your mind, the nerd sitting at home, logged in and playing games. No, it's actually people you see on the street in the morning on their way to work. Every time there's a bit of rest time, people take off their phone and play games. Gamers in Thailand and in Asia in particular are young, they are mobile first, they're socially engaged, and they are passionate. And this is a profile very sought after by consumer brands. In fact, it is extremely difficult to reach out to this demographic without gaming, because you will probably not see a gamer watching television or reading the newspaper. So there are very few ways to reach out to this demographic. leverage this potential. In the end, gaming is not just a pastime. It is a business opportunity for Thailand. And if we compare the numbers with the mature markets in the West, it is clear that there's so much more growth potential for Thailand. And here I'm not talking about that there will be more gamers. No, I'm talking about the business of gaming. Producing games, the creative side, the tech side. There's a lot of potential for Thailand to capture so much more of this market. So at the moment, most of the games are coming from the US or from Japan, from China, but why shouldn't one of the next big games coming to Thailand as well? But to become a true gaming hub, Thailand needs to level up and address a few strategic gaps. One is the clear IP and content regulation, which is very important for somebody who's producing games. We need support for local developers. Those developers are not in big firms, they're often on their own or in small teams, and they need help to understand the business side of it, to distribute their games, to market their games. And it needs a very strong international marketing strategy to put Thailand in the minds of the people and on the map of the gaming industry. And for all this to happen, now we're coming back to the topic, a professional industry meeting and networking platform is key. So we need a large-scale gaming event here in Thailand for that, where the gaming community can come together once a year to do business, to network, to learn, and of course to celebrate the games. But of course, to organize such an event, there are a lot of things necessary. One is the infrastructure, and this is where Thailand has a clear competitive advantage already. Thailand has a great infrastructure. For example, right here at the Queen Circuit National Convention Center, this is where we are holding Gamescom in October. It is a world-class venue, one of the best in the world, brand new. But we also have other events here, venues like Bytech, like Impact, and other smaller event arenas in town like UOB Live or One Bangkok. There are a lot of possibilities to hold gaming events. Then, of course, the regional connectivity is important. And Thailand has really been able to position itself as a true regional business hub in the past years, with great connections to the neighboring countries, to Asia Pacific, and to the rest of the world. After all, for an event to be relevant, it cannot be just a local event for the domestic audience, but we need international attendance to come here and do business as well. So Thailand is already a very popular holiday destination, but for the business here, it has the right mix of cost and quality. So it's not about being cheap, it's having affordable hospitality and about return on invest. So here, when you book a 4 or 5-star hotel, you get so much more than in many other countries. And after all, Thailand's hospitality is really world famous. Okay, there was one piece of the puzzle you need, a good venue, good infrastructure. The next one is, of course, you need to rally the entire ecosystem. So gaming is no longer just a grassroots movement, but we need, right, all the way from the top, everyone to support this for a large-scale event to prosper. And here, where we have key government agencies like the National Soft Power Committee, DIPA, DLTP under the Ministry of Commerce, or associations like TGA, they all play a very crucial role in supporting the industry and connecting relevant stakeholders. And for an event to function, all these entities have to work in sync together. And this is what we've seen happening, especially since the launch of the National Soft Power Strategy. If you look back 2 years ago, there were a lot of small initiatives in gaming, but they were lacking impact because they were not coordinated. But now with the proper coordination, has become an influential force, and Thailand is on the right way. So what is the benefit for Thailand to be the host of such a gaming event? Here you see in a nutshell what happens at such an event. Of course there are people who want to play, but there's also a B2B side of it, so adapting content for markets, gaining technical know-how, learning new business skills, exploring the markets, collaborate with international business partners, securing investors, promoting your content. These are just a few things you can do at a gaming event like Gamescom. So hosting international gaming exhibition in Thailand is aimed at positioning the country as a central hub connecting industry players, from game developers, platform providers and publishers to consumers from Asia and beyond. Such an event helps to position gaming as a business that generates new opportunities, income and careers for Thai people, especially in the creative industries and in the digital economy, which is driving the country towards the future. And the advantages for Thailand to host such an event and to play a major role in the game industry are real. Gaming aligns extremely well with the national soft power strategy, being recognized as a key sector, aiming to leverage it for economic growth and for global influence. A good example how this works so well is if you look at how the Koreans did it with K-pop. So they use the soft power to really export the culture and also, of course, making it a billion-dollar business in the end. And for Thailand, there's really an opportunity to use gaming for this as well. So the business of gaming can help to position Thailand as hub for technology and innovation. It will attract investment and create employment. In short, gaming, if done right, can act as a strong catalyst for growth. But there's also a huge impact of a large-scale gaming event beyond the gaming itself. This event doesn't serve only gamers, but it supports jobs, it boosts tourism, and it positions Thailand as a tech-forward nation. One single large-scale event like Gamescom can generate millions on economic impact via hotel bookings, travel, F&B, service providers, equipment, and it will boost the economy across all sectors. It's actually a statistic that a business traveler is spending 30% more than a normal tourist, so these are very high-profile people who are coming into Thailand and leaving their money here. So coming to Gamescom, this is a perfect case study and a perfect real-life example. Gamescom is the world's largest game event in the world, held every year in Cologne in Germany, every August. So during this time, for 1 week, the entire city is taken over by games. More than 300,000 people are in the halls. More than 500,000 people are spending their time in the city. And while gaming is always at the heart of it, the entire event serves the entire pop culture industry, music, food, and so much more. The impact on the city of Cologne as the host of Gamescom and as a destination is profound. It creates jobs, it increases tourism spend, but most importantly, Cologne has become synonymous with gaming and it has enhanced its reputation as a media metropolis in Germany and in Europe. Since 2009, when we started Gamescom, The gaming ecosystem in Cologne has really developed significantly. We now have gaming incubators like the Cologne Game Lab. We have major gaming studios like EA or esports organizations like SK Gaming, all headquartered in Cologne. Gaming now employs 1,600 people in Cologne, and more than 70 companies from the sector are being stationed there. So you can see an event like this has a lot of ripple effects into the city and into the economy. On this slide, on the left, you see the quantitative impact for the city of Cologne. So as I said, more than 300,000 people, more than 4,000 media representatives who are delivering the news in all over the world, nearly 1,500 exhibitors. But what's also key is on the right side. This is a digital reach of an event like this, and it also helps to promote gaming, promote the brand, and promote the image of the city. So you see here more than 500 million video views just for Gamescom alone last year. And now, we're here to replicate this success story. This October, for the very first time, Gamescom Asia will be held right here in Bangkok at this venue as a result of the merger of Gamescom Asia, which was previously held in Singapore for the past 4 years, and the Thailand Game Show. So both, two of the strongest events in the region, the two strongest events in the region, have merged and now are creating an undisputed leading event for Southeast Asia and beyond. This is a unique opportunity for Thailand, and I strongly encourage and invite all of you to be there and take part. And I also would like to thank all parties involved, from the National Softball Committee, but also DIPA, DATP, TCC, TGA, and many more who believed in this vision. And here we are competing with the music industry next door. But this is what you can expect in October. So the event starts with the online show where a lot of new games and premieres are being shown. And then it goes into a 2-day of B2B conferences, content. And then on Friday overlapping into a B2C event. And then we have a whole weekend of entertainment and fun. And this is open, the weekend is open for everyone to attend, to enjoy games. Bit of a glimpse of what to expect. So 200,000 visitors we're expecting here, 5,000 of them from just here to do business. See the majority of people coming from the region, of course, but also from North Asia, Europe and America. So this is a truly international event coming now to Thailand for the first time. And it has a unique concept because it caters to B2B and to B2C. So it's a B2B2C event. And with this, I would like to end my presentation and invite everyone. Hopefully see you again in October, right here at the National Convention Center, 16 to 19 October. It will be exciting. I can promise there will be a lot of publishers, a lot of games who've never been to Thailand before. So I really invite everyone to come, attend, and come with us on this journey. Thank you so much.